Welcome to Milos, a stunning Greek island which may not be as famous as some of the other islands such as Santorini or say Mykonos, but this place still packs a serious punch. I've got 3 days here to explore and I'm taking you guys with me. Think dramatic landscapes, some of the best beaches in the Cyclades, a splash of local flavour, and me tearing around on a quad bike trying to find them all. So stick around and let me give you a quick look at what Milos has to offer. Hello, so welcome to Milos. Now I arrived here yesterday into the port town of Adamas, or Adamas. Got a ferry from Athens which took about 4 hours, which was okay and pretty nice journey actually. Checked into the hotel too, which is pretty nice, and it's right in the centre of town too, so the location is perfect. However, today I'm ready to go and to check out more of Milos, so thinking about getting a moped or quad bike or something. I'm going to go and check on the island and see what's here. So this is the first full day in Milos, so let's see what it has to offer. So first things first, it was time to find a quad bike, which I found pretty quick in a nearby car rental shop. It was a small quad bike, but for a few days, it's fine. Right, so quad bike acquired, and instead of heading straight for the beach like a normal person, I made a beeline for Plaka. It was way too hot for full sun, and Plaka's narrow streets promised some shade, cafes, and maybe even a nice cold refreshing drink. This place was pretty much the blueprint of any classic Greek village. Think narrow lanes, blue shutters, and plenty of stray cats. It offers plenty of places for food and drink, and so I had a quick lunch in one of the bars.
So this is the Plaka. It's beautiful. It's a nice little town to walk around, loads of little shops on like kind of liney streets and highways, and the views are incredible. I mean, check this out.
Next up, I decided to make the climb up to the top of the Castro, because what better way to spend an afternoon in 34-degree heat. Jokes aside though, I'd heard the view was incredible, but was it really worth the climb? So, is it worth the climb? The answer is definitely yes. The views up here are absolutely incredible. You can see all of the island, you can see to Adamas, the port town where we were earlier, to the Plaka obviously, and all the other places on the island too, so it's definitely worth the hike. It's been a bit hot today. I've come here in the middle of the day, which is probably a little bit stupid, but there's no one around here, which is great. But I can see why people come here in the evening for the sunset. It's meant to be quite a popular place to watch the sunset, and I can see why. It's incredible now, and I can imagine when the sun's going down, it's even more spectacular. Up here you get panoramic views over the whole island, with the Aegean stretching out in every direction. Absolutely beautiful. So that was the castle, which I thought was amazing, great views. However, it was a hot climb, and it's still hot. It's really hot here today, so I'm thinking now let's just head to a beach and kind of chill out. Milos has got loads of fantastic beaches, so let's go and take a look at one, shall we? I think we should. From the top of the Castro you can see for miles, and one thing I noticed tucked into the coastline was my next stop, Plaka Beach. From way up high it looked so inviting, but that probably had something to do with the 34-degree heat. A 10-minute drive later and I'd swapped dusty hilltops for soft sand and clear turquoise sea. Honestly, this is what Milos does best, beaches that don't need any filter.
So this beach is absolutely beautiful. It's got a bit of a sandbank in it, so it kind of is really shallow, quite a long way out, but it's really cool. It's a little bit busy today, but well, it is July, so it's to be expected. But yeah, it's a beautiful place, but just kind of shows you what the beaches of Milos are like. So yeah, beautiful.
Plaka's not massive, but it's a great place and properly scenic, and the water is absolutely perfect for a quick dip and to cool off. Back in Adamas for the evening, Milos' main port town, and the perfect place to wind down after a solid day of exploring. There were plenty of quayside restaurants to choose from, and tonight's choice was pasta. Yep, I know what you're thinking, pasta in Greece, but seriously, no regrets, this was absolutely delicious. After that, it was time for a few cocktails to round things off. Adamas does have a bar scene, but it's mostly on the chilled side. That said, if you're after somewhere a little bit livelier, there are a couple of places that'll keep you going till late.
Good morning! So it's day 2, well our second full day anyway, on Milos, and today we're off to Sarakiniko Beach, which apparently looks a little bit like the surface of the moon, so let's see. Also, we potted our quad bike last night and it looks like a cat has crawled all over it, so we're just cleaning off the paw prints now. So be careful where you park your vehicles in Milos because you might end up with cat piss all over them.
Day 2 kicked off at Sarakiniko Beach, probably the most iconic spot on the island. People always say it looks like the moon, though I wasn't entirely convinced on that. What I can say for sure though is that it is breathtaking. Smooth white rock, insanely blue water, and plenty of people throwing themselves off cliffs like it's some kind of Olympic event. Easily one of the most stunning spots in Milos and a must if you're on the island.
So this is Sarakiniko Beach and it is actually a really cool place. If you want to come for a quick dip here, it's fantastic. You can get into the water quite easily. You can also do some rock jumping too, which plenty of people are doing and seems quite fun. But also the landscape is fantastic. So if you kind of come away from the coast a little tiny bit away from the water, you'll see all these like amazing kind of rock formations and they're really cool to kind of walk around for a little bit. Also great for photos too, but yeah, it's just a really kind of unique, cool place. So yeah, would recommend it and I really like it. It's good.
Next up, it was lunch at Adamas, a local Greek taverna that comes highly recommended. It was definitely nice, but honestly, I wouldn't say it's worth going out of your way for. Plus, it was almost full and we rocked up just 10 minutes after it opened, so it's clearly very popular.
So I just had a pretty nice lunch in Adamas, which is a Greek restaurant just outside the port town. Anyway, now off to some more beaches because, well, there's plenty to choose from.
After that, it was a quick drive to our next stop, Fyriplaka Beach, another one of those ridiculously beautiful spots that Milos just seems to have in abundance.
So this beach is really nice. You've got 2 sections to it. First one is kind of popular, it's got lots of sun lounges, you can hire canoes, etc. But then in the centre of the beach, you've got a really kind of cool rock formation, like a rock stack. And then if you go past that, the beach is a lot quieter, and that's where I am at the moment. So you've got some incredible rock formations, and you can see all the cliffs too, and they've got some really kind of cool colours, some like reds, oranges and yellows, and it's quite unique too. So yeah, beautiful looking place. So if you are here, it's definitely worth a visit. I'd personally say to come past the rock stack, just because it's a bit quieter, but it's entirely up to you. Anyway, the sea is irresistible, and I've got to take a quick dip. So I'm going to put you guys down, and I'll see you guys shortly.
So I took a refreshing dip and chilled out on the beach for the afternoon.
So today has been a really great day, pure beach day today. I got a little bit sunburnt, unfortunately, but yeah, that's my mistake. I put plenty of cream on, but yeah, the sun in Milos is very hot, so be wary of that. Anyway, I'm going to get ready now and we're off to the Klima village tonight, which is a kind of little fishing village by the sea with all the pretty painted buildings. So we're going to go and check that out and watch the sunset too. So let me get ready and I'll catch you guys very shortly.
Sunset time and we're in Klima, a tiny fishing village famous for its colourful Sumatra houses right on the water. It's one of the island's top spots to catch the sunset, and for good reason. The vibe here is relaxed but lively enough to feel like something's going on, making it a perfect place to wrap up the day with some proper views and a bit of local atmosphere. So this is the Klima village, and it is actually quite a nice place. It's not massive, so I think maybe half an hour here is plenty of time, but it's a nice place to watch the sunset. There's a restaurant here too if you want to grab some food. It's full of people taking photos though, and you can understand why. It's a pure Instagram kind of place. So after all the beaches today, this is the perfect place just to relax and unwind. After all the kind of hot weather today, just sitting here watching the sunset is actually pretty cool too. So let's relax, take in the views and chill out. Day 3, and the plan was to be a bit more cultural. As such, we headed up to the Ancient Theatre of Milos.
It's going to be a little bit more cultural today. I'm going to go and check out the Ancient Theatre, which seems like it could be quite interesting. It's really close to the Klima village actually, where we were last night. We didn't realise it was so close. So if you go into Klima village, you could possibly do this in the same day too, because it is literally about a few minutes drive away from it. So yeah, but anyway, let's see what the theatre is like.
Built during Roman times, this open-air theatre once held up to 6,000 spectators and was a hub for performances and gatherings. It's pretty impressive to wander around it. Just imagine all the people who would have watched plays here.
This is the Ancient Theatre, which is actually pretty cool. It was discovered, I think, in the 17th century, so the 18th century, 1700s anyway. Great views too, so you can imagine when this place was kind of up and running back in the day, it would have been incredible. And like loads of places in Milos, it's got an incredible view as well. I mean, check this out, right? So this is the view from the theatre.
And just next door are the catacombs of Milos, one of the island's most fascinating sights. Sadly, I didn't make it inside, but apparently they're worth a visit, especially if you're into history. Next, we headed northeast to Polonia, a small resort town that was quite nice, but not really my scene. So after a quick look around, we decided to check out a couple of beaches which we'd passed on the way in. First up was Fyriplaka Beach, a quick stop to soak in the views and snap a few shots too. Then onto Algamandra. It's tiny, but the cave-like spot is pretty cool. And right next door is a bigger beach. Not quite the knockout beauty of the beaches the other day, but perfect for chilling and catching some rays without the crowds.
So this beach isn't as nice as the ones yesterday, but it is still a beach, so let's hopefully find somewhere to sit and relax in the sand. Let's see.
We did fortunately find a small spot to chill, and there were some trails nearby too.
So this is one of the great things about Milos, is that there's loads of like little beaches on the coast, so you can just get like a quad bike for a few days or a car, just hire one out, and they can just drive around And if you see a beach which takes your fancy, pull over for a little bit and then just move on to the next one too, which is what we're kind of doing today. So this beach behind me is okay. It's not the best beach so far, but again, it's pretty nice. And then again, you can go for a bit of a wander on the coast, a wander on the rocks like I'm doing, and then just move on and go somewhere else. So yeah, it's kind of a nice little island just to explore and just kind of like soak up the scenery and the atmosphere. And yeah, it's good. One thing I would recommend though is definitely getting some kind of transportation, a hire car, quad bike, or moped, because there is a bus service where you can get around to, like, say, the main places. But I think if you want to kind of really explore the island, you need to have your own wheels too. So definitely consider, in fact not even consider, I would just do it, just get some kind of hire car or quad bike, because it makes such a difference. You can just go as you please, and you're not stuck to bus timetables. And also, because it's so hot here, especially in the summertime, in peak season, if you're waiting for a bus, which are pretty frequent, it's still not a pleasant thing to do. So yeah, definitely get some transportation to go around Milos by yourself, because it's definitely a benefit and a great way to explore the island.
That evening we went to Plaka to catch the sunset, and honestly, this place really does come alive as the sun dips low. It was much busier than when I first arrived, plenty of spots buzzing with a great atmosphere, locals and visitors mixing, and the kind of laid-back vibe that makes you want to stick around. I couldn't resist grabbing some of these dough ball things. I'm still not too sure what they're called, but they were delicious and just what I needed to keep me going.
They're actually pretty good, they're nice, they're good.
Sadly, because it was our last night, we had to return the quad bike by 9 o'clock, so yeah, bad timing on my part, so we didn't get to watch the full sunset unfortunately. But honestly, it's easy to see why people come here for it. The views are spectacular. So after dropping off the bike, it was time for one last meal back in Adamas. A perfect way to close the trip. And just like that, my time in Milos came to an end. It's not a massive island, but it offers the perfect mix of relaxed vibes and plenty to discover. Unlike the bustling crowds of Santorini or Mykonos, Milos feels genuine and unhurried, which makes all the difference. The landscapes are striking, the beaches amongst the finest in the Cyclades, and the overall atmosphere invites you to slow down and really take it all in. Milos isn't a place to rush though, it's a place to explore at your own pace and appreciate fully. And would I come back? Without a doubt. Milos has firmly earned its spot on my list. That's it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please do give me a like, and a subscribe would be even better. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you soon.